Jen, whenever you're ready.
All right, it is 6:40. Let's officially call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is public comment, and it is just us again. So we'll skip right along. Next item is to approve the minutes from October 22nd. I don't know if Jamie shared them out.
They were on the town website.
They
So I looked at
were.
them, Pat looked at them.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody got them.
If I could get on the internet, I could
I have them up a second ago.
pull them up. I actually think I sent them to the town clerk because I think she emailed them to me that night.
Here they are. Just anybody want.
Did you get a chance to see them, or are you pulling them up on your phone, Tracy?
Um,
Can I look at yours while my computer reboots? Oh, thank you.
This is special meeting minutes?
No, October 22nd was regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 24th.
You're actually not gonna be able to vote to approve them because I'm gonna abstain, right? Because I wasn't there.
Right, and neither was Dave. Actually,
So
so,
only 3 people would approve it.
right, so we'll have to table it until the next meeting, or not table it, because that's actually not the right word, but it's whatever that word is. We'll leave that.
Not act on it.
Correct, okay, so we're not gonna act on that since we don't have enough people who were here at the meeting to approve it. So I'll carry that into the next meeting. I'm writing on your copy now.
How dare you?
I know. Okay. Item 4 is a discussion and possible action on the new Park and Rec logo. So we took a peek at them last time.
So we got
Ooh,
this
so yeah.
back, pass that around, so you guys can take a look at it. Obviously nothing's set in stone now, but this is
That what the kids.
what the kids created, so it's pretty close. We're trying to keep it as close to what they made as possible. But
That's cute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really cute. That's really cute.
Can see the kids' original one.
Yeah.
It is very close.
I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. It
I
really
think
is
we could
cute.
get like a black and white, different, format, so we could put it on shirts and stuff.
Right, I was gonna say, because the multiple colors will
Similar.
get really expensive, but like this could be one that like is used
Goes
for
on the
like
website
letterhead,
or-
right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did do some black and white designs that were great, but they didn't match, so if she can just convert one into black and white. as
right,
close
just
as
kind of do it like
possible.
as a grayscale, right,
Mhm.
but it is really cute. I love that.
Do you like the font, for Bethany,
Mm.
like above the Parks and Rec?
I'm just gonna ask if it has to or should say Bethany, Connecticut. Just in case it ever got taken out of context.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I mean, the old one had recreation spelt out, but I don't think we need to have it.
I think it'll be too busy if we
Yeah.
try and get the whole word on there.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
So the Bethany, Connecticut the font size would have to decrease to fit, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, or she can probably
That's
move
okay.
it over a little bit
Right.
and then
Just put
shrink it a little bit and then
Yeah,
put
shrink it a little
CTO
bit because it
size.
just seems too
Mhm.
busy.
Yeah,
Do you think the font should be the same as the bubble letters? Or that will be too
No,
much?
that'd be too much,
That'll be
too
much.
marshmallowy.
Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, I like that.
is it
I
just
did
me, or is the word Bethany not
Not centered.
quite centered,
oh, it's
Yeah.
not.
That's true.
right?
But that's gonna be,
It is.
it's gonna
maybe just
move
like-
a little bit.
A little,
Well,
Well, that will change
but-
anyways if you put
Yeah.
CT in
Right.
there.
It's gonna have to do, semi-circle, yeah. I would just font size a little bit smaller for Bethany, Connecticut,
Mhm.
and that way the Parks and Rec would just
Yeah.
stand out. That would be nice.
Or like, do we add the word Connecticut someplace else?
Yeah, maybe.
No, I don't think
Really
so,
small at the
'cause it-
bottom.
No, I think it'd get
Or
lost.
do we even need it? I mean, the other, old
I
logo
haven't
has
seen it
never
in
had
other
it.
towns.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because right, like if it's on letterhead or something, like it's gonna have the address with like the Bethany, Connecticut, like it's gonna specify that.
True.
Like if we wanted to put Connecticut, like I would say like almost like it goes like really
Yeah.
small and then like maybe like established and like the year or something like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
I feel like it'll be really busy at the top.
Mm.
Mhm.
I would just remove Connecticut. I wouldn't put it on the bottom.
Yeah.
That just get lost and just taking up space.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I
if
like
we
the
omit it,
established though. I like that.
Right, I don't know if we actually know when we were established, but we could try to figure that out.
how could it just be when that logo was established?
Oh, that's cute. Yeah,
I think that might get confusing though.
Yeah.
Not that, I mean.
Yeah, year
When-
to year.
right, maybe we couldn't do establish them, but maybe we could just put like the year if we wanted.
Yeah, you could do that real small, like,
They could put it like on the little,
On the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking that
oh,
too.
that'd be
Yeah.
cute.
yeah, that would be cute, almost like it's like the cabin number.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cute,
Mhm.
but she did a great job.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it is very similar.
Yeah,
To what the kids do.
Yeah,
yeah, she came back with a few other designs that were really original and
Right.
like.
and you're like, these are great,
They were
right, we
awesome,
want the
like, I
kids
wouldn't
design.
like any of the other ones, but.
Right.
We're trying to get as close to what they made as
Correct.
possible.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, so do we want to push it? Is she gonna like be upset if we ask her for edits? Okay. So do we want to push it back out to her and see if she can add like the 2025 on the like little log cabin? And
Sure.
maybe
Center.
just send her
Bethany.
Bethany a
Yeah.
smidge.
And I know we're gonna make it smaller just a little bit, or maybe not.
Yeah,
Yeah. That works for me,
Sounds good.
but I do
think
love
those
it.
are too easy to.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, so then we can bring that back to the next meeting and kind of like officially,
Roll it out.
right, like adopt it, and then do we want to wait and maybe do the subsequent meeting so that like, it would be nice to give,
Kids recognition.
right, so like we had talked about like maybe inviting them to the meeting and like maybe we have it printed on something for them.
Like a t-shirt or something.
I think that would be nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could give them like a certificate of appreciation or something.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
Too bad we didn't get it for hoops.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Put it on the camp shirts. when it's on,
Yeah.
just so those kids can kind of see it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. The,
That's doesn't-
yeah, so this was the drawing that a group of the kiddos did, and then the mock-up of it. So we're gonna have them tweak it just a smidge.
Okay,
But then we should be good to go with it.
very good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be our game plan then. Next meeting.
I'm gonna skip over the next one, because nothing really has happened.
Okay, so for the basketball scholarship, are we just waiting
We'll
on,
need to get it to someone to approve.
got it? So are we waiting till like Carol's sworn
Yeah.
in and bring it? Okay, that sounds fine. So we can kind of move that to the next.
Yeah.
Have we had anyone for this round of hoops ask about? Okay, so we're good for this round.
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. Oh, the adult programming survey. I did post it on Facebook.
We did get a lot more. We're up to
Responses.
57
Okay.
responses. Obviously, yoga is exercise classes are most popular, painting, baking, and pickleball. And we're actually talking to a yoga instructor now. We're not sure if she'll do adults, but we're looking into other yoga instructors. And we have a art teacher already for the kids that said she would do adult classes.
Oh, cool.
I was working with a pickleball guy, and it's funny that he just reached out to me today again to see what was going on. And then we talked to the baking teacher about possibly doing a baking class. And actually, some of the GCC staff was here today, and we're talking to them about maybe potentially teaming up to do some exercise stuff
I
here.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What space would we use, like just in the gym?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, that's great. Okay,
I mean, I'm hoping that we can get 1 or 2 classes off the ground for
Right.
January,
okay,
and hopefully we'll get enough registration.
right.
Which ones are you leaning towards right now? I mean, it
The
looks like
watercolors, cause we know, the teacher said, yeah, I'm in, and maybe the pickleball and the baking.
Yep,
And obviously exercise, that's the most popular, so I think we really need to try to put a little bit of focus there too.
mhm.
Are you thinking of doing it similar to how the kids' classes are done, like a 6-week,
Yes, yeah,
once a week kind of thing?
yeah.
Right,
The only, the issue is like with exercise is, do people want it in the morning, do they want it at night, like,
right,
Mm-hmm.
the timing part of it is.
right. It's hard to
tricky.
figure out like, right, what night.
Mhm.
Um. Yeah. In hindsight, I wonder if we should have had like a little bit more to the survey, which I didn't really think about at the time. But like to your point, like, right,
Well,
if
we
you're
can always
interested
reach out
in,
to these people,
oh, because we got,
I think, right?
Does it have their, is it anonymous or?
Tracking
Oh,
their
I think
emails.
it's anonymous.
I think it was anonymous too.
I mean, you could always just go back out there with these 3 things, and
Right.
these are,
Yeah.
Right.
you're gonna have to be able to do whatever the instructors.
Right, are
Are
available
accommodated, so-
too.
I think one of the big things with that, I agree, it's like, one of the big things, you're gonna have to have it when it's available, you know, what I mean? Some
Yeah.
People can't make an exercise class, they go and do morning and it's available in the evening, you know what I mean, like, you
Yeah.
can't accommodate everybody.
No, but I think like, right, trying to gear it towards when the majority of the people who want it can
Yeah.
come. It's not, because we need to fill the class.
Yes.
Right, we need to have enough. I'm just actually trying to pull up, there were some additional comments on like the Facebook, like when I posted it.
Mhm.
Like people who were were wishing that it had like an open-ended component to it. But will I be able to find those? And again, like I hadn't really thought about that either, like leaving an open-ended one might have also been a good idea. I just
Yeah.
hadn't thought that through.
What would that be, like a rolling, like it's just?
I
they always
think we
have the
did it with
class
the
and people
kids,
sign
didn't
up
we
for
do it with the
class?
kids, we had open-ended one?
Yeah, I was like, are there any other activities that you wish we were offering?
Oh, an open-ended question on the survey.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you meant what-
I thought you meant like an open-ended class.
A class
Oh,
that has a
class.
Yeah, no,
flexible-
I
sorry.
didn't know if it was like a rolling,
Yeah.
like entry for when people wanted to.
Like 3 people said like they would love a cake decorating class.
Like, I would do that.
Actually 4, right?
Oh,
like a
yeah, the
cake or a
pizza
cookie
thing we were trying to do
decorating
too.
Class. Oh, that's cool. Somebody else talked about like an embroidery or crochet class where like they made like Christmas ornaments or things like that. A couple of people suggested other resources like the Beacon Falls Library apparently has some unique activities. The Institute for Learning in Retirement in New
Oh.
Haven.
My parents-in-law both do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Institute for Learning, you said?
Yeah,
That's the
Institute for
ILR
Learning
from
Oh,
the J.
ILR,
yeah.
Yeah, I managed their schedule when they were renting out the J.
right.
They do a
I'll
lot.
bring them here.
Oh, yeah. that'd be-
Another for a crochet or knitting class.
Isn't there a new, like, it was on, I think, like NBC News, that there's a crocheting or something person in Connecticut, it's like booming.
I don't know, I tried to learn to knit a baby blanket when my sister was pregnant with my oldest niece, who's turning 16.
Maybe you're still
I
working
still have
on it.
no blanket.
You tried.
Not meant to,
I'm
not meant to
wondering
create things
if-
like that.
I don't know how this works for like getting a teacher to commit to it,
Right.
but I'm wondering if drop-in classes might get more people than
Yeah,
sometimes, like obviously the 6 weeks or whatever model does work. But if sometimes, like if there's just an
Right.
open-ended drop-in crafting kind of thing.
Right.
And 1 week it's like we're doing crochet and 1 week
Right.
we're doing Thanksgiving centerpieces or,
Right.
and you could get somebody to say every week they're doing that. But then people could kind of sign
Yeah.
up for one at a time or,
I think especially,
Cause you just don't know what you're
Yeah.
gonna get, and you have to
Correct.
lock in an instructor and make sure
Right.
they're paid either way.
right, but for the crafting classes, right, to that point, like, it could be the same person who can offer a bunch of different things, and then we could
Right.
advertise,
Yeah.
like, this week it's this and that, and the people could do
Right.
one-offs. I feel like in the past, when the town did offer like Zumba and yoga, like, you could buy a 6-week, or you paid a little bit more
Yes.
as a drop-in.
right,
So that, like, if you couldn't necessarily
Yeah.
commit to every one,
we did that too.
right? So then there was like another thing about flower arranging,
Yeah, I saw that.
candles or essential oils. So those were some of the other,
And we're also gonna go to conference, so when we're talking to other directors, we can
Right.
kind of see what's
What are you running?
working, what's
Mhm.
not working, how they do fee structures and stuff like that. so.
Yeah.
Mm,
absolutely. And then there was a couple of things about like a wreath making class.
What did you think? What?
A wreath making, like
Oh,
for
right.
like the,
Yeah.
for Christmas, a lot of people like to do those. Cause like, that's actually a pretty good chunk of people who would want to do like the Thanksgiving centerpieces and
Right.
stuff,
Crafty stuff.
right?
And you
Yeah,
could do holiday crafts, right? So you just, that day you're doing the wreath or the
right,
centerpiece, or you're doing a Valentine's Day or
Correct.
something. or-
right. And that's true, actually, to your point, you could do like a package of like whatever, 6 seasonal crafts, and it's like once a month,
yeah.
you know, and,
Ooh, that sounds
right,
fun.
right? And then it's just like coming up with whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like we're gonna try to run a couple things.
Yeah.
Starting in January, and then do we wanna like tweak a survey a little bit and push it back out? Do we think we have enough information and we wanna just try to start a couple of things? I don't know what, like,
I mean, I think, with the watercolors and the pickleball. And the baking is gonna have to be based off whatever the availability of the instructor is.
right,
Watercolors, I think we were gonna try to do maybe a sip and
yep, a
Makes
paint and
paint
sip. Mhm.
one night and see how many people we get, and then kind of base it off of
Yep.
what the feedback is from that.
Mhm. I
But
wonder if you could do that at the lodge,
Ooh, yeah.
possibly,
because if you're gonna do a paint and sip, I don't know that you could do it here,
because of the alcohol.
right? My assumption would be you'd have to do that at the lodge.
They have a kitchen there too.
They have
They
a
do.
kitchen, yeah,
That'd probably be a great idea though, because those things are normally pretty popular,
right,
those.
Mhm.
So if you did something like that, I have a feeling that would be
right,
popular.
yeah. Yeah.
But the exercise, I think if we could put something out, because it's really,
Mhm. January is the time to do it,
yeah, and
right? So everybody will start,
it's just like, we can try to offer a morning class, afternoon class, and a
Mhm.
night class, but if they don't fill,
right, it may have to
I
be
don't wanna get
canceled.
the hopes of an instructor of thinking they're gonna make
Right.
money and then we can't.
Right,
One of the things I've been trying to do at my program for our parenting classes is offer a morning thing 1 quarter. Then the next quarter, we offer one at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
right,
So that, somebody
can't make
can't
one.
do it in the mornings and they tell us that that's why they can't do it. We say, all right, well, next quarter, we're doing an afternoon, evening
Right.
one.
right,
Could alternate sessions.
Probably get more seniors in the morning,
everything,
and then
right,
parents or
right,
working adults
in the
in the
evenings,
evening.
yeah,
But you'd have to
It
do it.
depends how early you do
Six-
it, because
do
we
what?
have working adults, if you do it at 6 AM,
Right.
but at 9 AM, it would be retired people or.
Yeah,
right.
6:30 at night, just to get people home from work and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, but I wonder if maybe you try something at like a 9 AM for like the retired set, or like somebody who like works from home and maybe has some
Students,
flexibility.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Right, and then you do like a 6:30 or 7 o'clock.
And then,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah, try a few different.
Do you think we
things
could
and
use
see.
that guy Matt a bit more too, that came and did crafts with the kids? Try and set up that pizza making thing?
Possibly, but it's expensive. And a lot of people want this stuff for free too, so just have to make sure.
right,
I mean, I think certain people will definitely sign up for something like that.
Yeah,
right, right, like pizza making thing is fun,
Yeah,
right,
and make it a family thing or something,
Right.
that would be like really cool.
yeah, and if we do it at the lodge, there's more space.
yeah.
So
There's
you
a
can
lot more
accommodate
space.
way more people, and he's like, I can do a 50-person group if I want, if you want me to.
Right,
And charge per family, so
Right.
you make
That
each
would
family
definitely
makes
be a
their
good
own.
winter time. thing.
Yeah, I think I had January 2nd, cause they're all from school and people
Mhm.
are, you know,
It's a Friday,
yeah,
that might be tough though,
if you have people traveling, you'll
Yeah.
lose out on them, yeah,
sure.
and then the 5th, we have the basketball thing,
right.
or the 4th, I'm sorry.
Yes, right. I wonder, I do love that idea. And then like, maybe it's even like whatever, you go and make pizza and there's like a movie or something
Mm,
like that you could do.
Yeah, that would be like a cool Sunday,
Right.
late afternoon thing.
Yep.
So for
Mhm.
20 pizzas, it's 250, you said, and for 40 pizzas, it's 400, you would charge for like 2 hours.
$100, no, right, $10 a pizza. Somebody who's better at math, finance
You
person.
said 400?
400 for
400
40 pizzas, so like 40
Yeah,
families
so it's $10.
per
That's not
family.
bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right, and if you do it at the
If you show a
lodge, you
movie
can
too,
accommodate
you charge
at
people
least probably
20 bucks,
20,
times
20 or
that, yeah.
30,
right, 20
right?
bucks, 25 bucks a
Yeah.
family.
And do
We
some
buy dough every
popcorn
week,
Right.
and by the time we buy the dough, the sauce, it's
Right.
at least $10.
Correct, right, this is like an experience, right? You get to go
And
with
now
your
you're having, like, more
friends.
fun
Yeah.
with, like a
Right.
movie or something, so I
He's
mean,
pretty good too, like he came for a vacation camp and did like a 2-hour crafting session with the kids and
Right.
he held their attention for the whole time. He was-
Yeah.
So he does he does a lot of library events and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and he's from Beacon Falls, I
So he's
think, so he's
close.
local,
Right, yeah.
but
So the same guy that crafts and he does the pizzas too, you said?
yeah, he does everything.
Wow.
Jack of all
I-
trades.
I
does
was
a
like,
lot.
"Did I miss
He's
something?"
also
Like,
gonna
that's an
teach
interesting
pickleball.
combo. All right.
He
Okay, cool.
does a
Good for him.
Oh,
cannoli
there's somebody
thing.
waiting on.
Oh,
And then
exciting.
he has a cricket machine too. I was looking at doing like an introduction to cricket.
yep,
So
I would do
that's also
that.
something
Yeah.
that.
Also, I
maybe
would have to
adults
buy
or
a
kids
cricket,
would
but
do.
I'm looking for an excuse to buy one. so-
Are you?
Oh my God, that happened for years.
Really?
Yes, I would love to.
Didn't know that
I
about you.
love to craft. I have zero time to do it, but I love to. Yeah, I think that's awesome. And I think a lot of people have them sitting around in their houses and have no idea how to use them.
Mm,
Mhm.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, you could do so much of them too,
yeah,
apparently.
yeah, I mean, from what I've
I
heard.
don't know anything
Let's
about
all
it.
learn,
Right.
let's hire this guy.
The
and let's
boys
all
nanny
learn.
from when they were like little has one, and so whenever I need something, I'm like, Karen, can you print me out 45 stickers? She's amazing. Yeah, I think that's great. There's a place in Watertown called Hardcore Sweets. It's a cupcake and cake bakery. They have a mobile truck and they will come to do cupcake or cake decorating classes. I took my kids for a Valentine's one last year. And we actually did an event with our administrative team in Watertown, like a cake wars class.
Mm.
Ooh,
That was super fun. But they will do off-site activities too. So if we're looking for like an idea for something like that,
That'd be fun.
yeah,
that'd be really
yeah,
cool.
they're
Yeah.
really like cool and easy people to work with. But yeah, I think that sounds great.
Yeah, we got some ideas to work with for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
And you start small and then,
right,
Yeah,
exactly. A
build it
couple of
up.
things and, right,
Yeah.
see what like works and,
I'd like to also do, this is not an adult thing, but the kids thing with the, like, a night out, so parents can go shopping.
here for that, girl. Just tell me when you're doing it.
My, I
Gaelic
just,
boys are signed up.
there was this place when, we lived in Philadelphia when my kids were babies, and there was a place that they would do like play groups and stuff like
Right.
that, but they also once a month did date night,
Mhm.
and you could pay like, it was like $5 or something.
Right.
And drop off your kids
Yeah.
for 3 hours
Yeah.
and go have dinner. It was a Friday once a month.
Right. Yeah, I think Bunny Village does that.
Yeah.
Like, I think periodically.
Do you
I
have to
believe
be
you
a
have
Bunny
to, I
Village
believe you
fan?
have to, yeah,
Oh, that
have a
makes sense.
child there. But like, if you have a child there and an older sibling, like you can bring the older sibling, I think to a certain extent. But that would be,
Yeah.
yeah,
The J, we used to do that, and the kids would make a craft, so that would be the gift they would give to their parents for
That's
birthdays.
cute. yeah. And especially like if some of these kids are like looking to make extra money and work a little bit late one night a month. Like if you did a Friday night from like whatever, 6 to 8,
Mhm.
nothing crazy late.
Right, yeah, especially if they're already over there.
Right,
Mhm.
correct. Right, do a craft, eat some pizza, watch a
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
The 2 hours goes by fast.
Yeah.
I have a group of elementary school teachers in Watertown who started doing that through their park and rec department. They actually do it at the school.
Oh, yeah,
And they do, I think, like maybe like 4 to 7 or something, because like they take them like kind of shorter after school.
right,
And that's what they do.
Hmm.
I'll look up the price and send it to you.
okay.
Because I was like, oh, wow. But I was like, actually, that's pretty smart. Like, you know
Yeah.
where they are, it's your kid's teachers, like that's easy.
Mhm.
I think we tried the date night thing too at the J, we were trying to hook up with the social, so like it was a package. If we got dinner at social, discounted,
right.
and
Mhm.
got the kids to stay with us.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's smart. The other thing, and I'm happy to call, I have been supposed to call her, but there's a company, and I think they're in Ansonia, that does Nerf. Like that you can have come in to do like Nerf activities, either for the kids, or they do run a ton. They're actually really popular with adults too.
Yeah,
Like they'll run like a Nerf
fun
night.
there's a
Like,
lot
they'll
of
do,
companies like that, the conference.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of
Yes.
little.
ideas like
niche
that, yeah,
Programs
Yeah,
and stuff.
party people just sent something, they're doing a ton of stuff.
yeah.
Out of Milford, like you can make rings.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's some really cool stuff that just came across.
Right.
So like, if you try different things and kind of see what works.
Right, what's
Even
next?
if, like you said, we do something different once a month.
Right,
Well, you said once a week, but like the bigger things, the
Right.
bigger things.
yes, right, like this is the specialty activity. And then you kind of see what draws interest.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. So we won't push it out again. We're gonna try a couple of things, see how it kind of works, and then I think, right, if we feel like we need like more info, we could look at it for the spring, maybe even.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Do you need anything from us with regards to that?
I don't think so. We already kind of have the people in place
Right.
that we're interested in.
Yep.
So it's just nailing down the times and
Okay.
days.
Right, and we've got the like subcontractor kind of like agreement, I think you, right, you're waiting on the town attorney,
Yes.
right, to get, okay.
Yeah.
But like we have some of like the policies and
Yes.
procedures that we would need
In
in place
place.
for those things, okay. Bethany Hoops. Craig sent a little update. So. When did he send that? He sent it to Nicole and I for the bulletin. So the training was held, not just last week. God, that feels like 12 years ago. There were, I believe it was 14 volunteer coaches who came. Dave did the youth protection training again, so thank you for doing that. And like went over program manual, policies, procedures, all of that stuff. Fingerprints and background check for anybody who's new.
Got the majority of the paperwork that they had to sign, collect it.
Good. And then is it this week that the like placement thing is
Monday, Tuesday?
next week, Monday, Tuesday, for the 4th through 6th graders. So they come and do like a little
Hmm.
skills assessment, if you will, so that the teams are somewhat balanced. Then they start in December, and the K through kids start in January. There's over 100 kids. We opened a second section,
For second through third grade.
right? That seems to be like our huge
Yeah.
group, which was great. And K1 was full. I think we had like one kid over, so like, we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one kid.
Yeah.
Right, which is awesome. And then we put a shout out to the sponsors. So all of the 4th through 6th grade teams again were sponsored, which pays for like their shirts and I think like the trophy and stuff at the end of the season, which is awesome. Weeknight practices, Saturday morning games for the 4-6 crew.
Yes.
Did we finalize the coordinator?
Yes, Gabe also took that position.
I love that. That's great. Okay, so Gabe Tartaglia is gonna coordinate hoops this year.
Yes.
Beautiful.
He knows the program, so
Right.
it's perfect.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, cool.
So I talked to him, I told him that we would work with him on the curriculum
Right,
and be there like the first week or two.
Right, just to
kind of
kinda-
just.
Yep.
Help him make the transition go smoothly.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
the little ones and the
Right.
other ones, I think he has.
yeah, yeah, and the 4 through 6, I feel like, right, like,
Craig. is-
right, and the parent coaches do a
Yeah.
ton with those. I think it's really the K3 crew that's a little more wily, especially
Mhm.
K1, because they're like cats,
Mhm.
they just scatter. So, okay, that's awesome. Anything,
I put the shirts out to bid, so I just wanna talk to Craig about which place he wants to go to. We'll probably use the same place we used last year.
Yep.
They did come in lower.
Okay.
Than the other company
Yep.
that we did out.
okay,
So we had a few changes, additions. So I just wanna make sure we don't exclude anyone from their shirt and
Right.
then we should be good
okay,
for that.
yeah,
And then we also, oh, that's next.
that's great though. You mean like the kid edition, so you need to like check the numbers,
Right, I just wanna make sure. we
we
don't
order
miss-
enough shirts,
Yeah.
got it. For last year, for the 2-3 crew, in the past, they've gotten like reversible tank tops.
Yes,
But last year that didn't end up happening, they just got normal t-shirts and then wore pennies.
that was my question.
Yeah,
That was gonna be one of my questions for tonight was, there's a $5 difference
right,
between the penny and the t-shirt, and we have 30 kids in that program.
right, in
And
two
it's not a
sessions,
huge difference, but
right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Last year we had intended to buy those, like we had gotten quotes for those.
right,
And then we ended up going with a different company. And then it was just t-shirts, which was fine, except that the kids then had to constantly put on pennies and
Right,
stuff. So I don't know, I don't
I'll
know.
talk to Craig and see what he wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
It's like $150 or something.
yeah,
yeah,
it's not a huge
right,
difference.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I just know that last year, that was kind of the one thing that was a little different. But that's good.
The teams all get the same color.
So the 4 through 6, their shirts, Are they all-
Different color.
they're different colors,
Yes.
okay. But the K3 kids, I think, all just had the same t-shirts.
Yeah, so K through 1 will have the same, obviously girls will have the same color, and then
Right.
if we do the reversibles for the
Right, it's like one side was black, one side was
Yes,
yellow, so
yeah.
they could just like flip
switch
it,
it.
right. Okay. So nothing really that we need to act on for hoops.
I don't think so. The only thing we're thinking about doing a clinic the week of Christmas vacation.
Mhm.
Just, again, maybe it might be a good thing because they have a little break in between there.
Right,
So we
yeah.
might bring in a group to do a little clinic.
I love that.
And is, I was just gonna ask if the last, like, if the budget is totally self-sustaining like it was last year. It's not, like it's making its own money back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't have a ton of money to spend,
Right.
just the t-shirts, all the refs, I have to figure that out.
Right, but it should, like last year, cover the
Yeah,
cost, yeah,
And we have those sponsors,
right, yeah, so,
and we're
it's-
doing the Quinnipiac thing.
right, yeah, the sponsor should cover, I think the sponsors cover all of the shirts and the trophies for the teams, that's what happened last year. And then whatever we budgeted for, plus like the income from the kids paying, covered the facilities fees. I don't know. Like last year, I know we had to pay for the middle school in Bethany,
Yeah.
and it was a lot because we also had to have like their security person there,
Yeah.
which originally we hadn't been told.
Mm.
Remember, that was the whole.
Yeah.
But I don't know, do we pay to use BCS gym? We
I think they
do.
said they did,
I don't think they
right?
say just Amity, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Almost right. Feels like you shouldn't
I
have to,
started,
like as a
I started
town.
getting bills for it,
The same.
I'm not sure I understand them, so I have to definitely.
For the
check.
middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it feels like like the school gym should be free,
Mhm.
and obviously we don't have to pay for the one here.
Right.
Right, so that should be a cost savings over last year,
Mhm.
because last year we were using the middle school for everything, because we
Mhm.
couldn't get into,
And even so, it
and it
wasn't-
broke even, so we
Broke even.
should, I would imagine it will break even, if not make a little this year.
I was gonna also talk to Craig, I don't have the younger kid's schedule here with me, but I think there might have been like 2 weeks where they had off in a row, and I know one of them's President's Day week, which is not a big deal, but because everybody kind of has off, but if we maybe bring the little kids over here.
Just so
those
that they
two-
don't have 2 weeks off in a
Yes,
row.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say, because there's some dates I feel like we can't get that gym, because like they have an activity or something
Yeah.
already planned,
Mhm.
yeah.
So.
Okay.
Maybe even the second through third, because there's 3 Wednesdays in a row where we can't get in there.
There,
So maybe, because those groups on Wednesdays are split up, so we may be able to do it over here, so they don't miss those 2 weeks.
right, and especially because Wednesday's just the skills practice, right,
Yes.
Monday night's the
Yeah.
game.
So I'll talk to Craig about that.
Okay, so no action that we need to take, things are just kind of moving steadily along.
Yes.
Okay. The basketball fundraiser,
We have 10 signed up right now,
okay,
It's up,
hoping for 60, right?
yeah,
okay,
so.
we did a flyer for it, right?
Yeah,
I have a few for it, I just have 2 here.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'll post it on Facebooks.
Can you just explain the basics of what this is?
So it's, we're selling tickets to a Quinnipiac game, and, it's just registering it on my rec, and the monies will go to Bethany's Hoops. At halftime,
Mhm.
the first 15 kids in 4 through 6 that sign up, or 14 kids, excuse me, will be able to get on the court and actually play a little game
Yes.
in front of everyone, so very, really cool if we all could go and support that too.
So this is for everybody, like it's a Bethany Hoops fundraiser because the money will go to Bethany Hoops, but it's not only
Yeah,
open
it's
to
not
Bethany Hoops.
exclusive to
Everybody can,
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah,
Does that info get sent to the elementary school? Like, do they?
oh, yeah,
yeah, we'll send it out to them. We just put it online yesterday. We sent it
Sent it
to,
to almost everybody that's
Right.
registered for a program with us right now.
right.
yeah, and then we'll
So-
send it over to school to see if they'll approve and send it out
Okay, I'm
also.
sure they will, yeah. I'll post it in the town Facebook groups too, just so that like people, it gets like a little bit more visibility, because right, like other people might wanna go, right? Okay,
I think I also asked, Nick to put it on Facebook.
okay,
Told him to wait a little while though, because I kind of wanted to get a little closer. I figured with the holidays, people might not be.
right.
Now, Mike, you said this is open to anyone in town or whomever wants to buy
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah, you can go on MyRec and buy a ticket through our MyRec account, just like you're signing up for any program,
Mhm.
so anybody could register for it.
Because on top it says group outing,
Mhm.
and that
Yeah.
would be a little confusing to people thinking it's just the Bethany Hoops group that are going to this game. Maybe change it a little bit like a Bethany Hoops fundraiser or something of that nature,
I can't use the word fundraiser.
something different.
I tried to do this. I have to get it from there.
I wonder if there's a way to mark too, if you just want to buy the ticket without actually going. You know what I'm saying? Like if we set it up in MyRec, if I split the registration where one's like, you know, you're buying a ticket, because we have to buy a certain amount of tickets for how many people go. But if you just wanna donate, can you do that? Cause it's not a fundraiser, or it's, can't use the word, I'm not sure what the.
I feel like if people are
You just
looking for
buy
that, we
for
should wait till like,
tickets.
or like we wait till the
Yeah.
Tom Dunn scholarship and then encourage
Okay,
people.
okay,
Like if you want to support the
Yeah,
I
hoops
agree.
program, you can make a donation too. It's like once that's completely set up, we could do it that way.
yeah, I like this, it's just a little limiting for how much you could bring in, kinda, you know, unless everybody goes. Right, cause if you can't go and you're just
Buying a ticket
buying
to
a ticket,
support,
but you don't.
right?
Cause then we have to buy the ticket anyways, right?
Yeah,
I'm
because you would
saying?
think
Yeah,
that
but
the
I-
people would be
I
there.
don't think, he doesn't think we're gonna have a problem selling
60 tickets. I don't think that you will either. I mean, if there's over 100 kids playing hoops and you're gonna take, you know, like, it's obviously more than just the one kid who's playing, that's gonna, like, somebody's gonna have to go with them,
I
right?
do think it's at least they're gonna bring 2 to 4 people with them
Correct, right? I mean, if you've sold 10 tickets and,
a day.
right, with it only going out by email, right? I don't think you'll have a hard time selling 60
We had a
tickets.
big sign put up in the thing outside the annex. We only have it on one side, but we gotta get it. We'll figure, Mike and I.
We couldn't open it,
We couldn't get it
it's
open,
stuck.
so
Right,
we gotta
probably from the
figure out
cold.
why it's jammed.
Right, but that'll be good visibility for like parent
For
pickup and
parents,
stuff.
yeah, and then if you get it out in the email blast over there,
Mhm.
and then if you get on Facebook, hopefully.
Yes,
we'll
it'll
get it
take
out.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take off.
So you can't use the word fundraiser,
We're doing it as a program type thing.
Right.
so maybe benefit, I'm just looking at other words besides fundraiser to use. Bethany Hoops benefit, or,
I just kind of put a fun day out type deal,
Right,
a winter,
Right,
something to
like
do on a
come, right.
winter day.
right, with
Come
some of your
support.
Bethany neighbors, right.
Come, support Bethany Hoops and the Quinnipiac
Mhm,
University team. And I did a little word for something.
mhm. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So again, no action that we need to take for that. Will you guys need any help like the day, like, do you have to physically hand out tickets like there that day?
I have to find that stuff out.
Okay, I know Craig was kind of handling, the like details of it,
I think he said he would send them to us. and then-
like in advance and you distribute them.
Or if it's will call or something. You
That
go
would
and
be
pick 'em up.
ideal,
be
so.
nice.
Yeah, you just go and pick them up when you get
Right.
there, kind of thing.
That would be ideal.
You
Right.
just call them and reserve a certain amount, and then
Right, you can pick up
You
your
go to the
tickets at will
booth,
call,
yeah.
right?
I'm not sure how they did it last year.
Did they do it last year?
We didn't for Park and Rec, but I do think that he has done it
Hmm.
for something else.
Yeah,
Either
I
he
thought he's
or
mentioned doing it before.
Jamie did it for something else, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So again, no action for that. And then discussion about the part-time admin assistant position.
We officially hired someone yesterday. Gabe,
Yeah.
yeah, he's great. I
That's
have to
awesome.
say, he's been
He's very
amazing.
motivated.
Good.
Yeah.
You could tell he really wants to help the
And he
department. He cares a
about this
lot.
town so
Right,
much.
cares a
that's
lot.
nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Does he have a set schedule?
So obviously,
Or he
it's been a little
literally
bit,
just got hired,
yeah,
right?
so next week he's gonna cover us while we're away.
Yeah, oh yeah, cause you have the
Um,
conference next week, right? Yep,
And the nice thing is too, he's also can help out with after school for in a
Right.
jam.
Yep.
So we, at first we're gonna have to come in the morning, but we kind of were thinking about it and talked to him about it, and we're probably gonna have him come in a little later, so he's there for the start of after school.
Yep.
So he can make sure all the rosters are done and
Right.
schedules to give to the kids, and he's been going up to the school just to make sure everything goes smoothly, so
Yeah.
we've been going up with him.
right, just to show him kind of, right,
Yeah.
the
So
ropes.
it's been really good.
Good, that's awesome.
So,
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a
huge
big help to have, right, exactly, somebody to like field the phone calls and the emails and stuff a
Mhm.
little bit, good. Okay,
And he's been doing the cleaning
Right.
for us over at the annex, so that I think is gonna stop in a few weeks.
yeah,
So I think they're gonna be hiring a cleaning crew, so this is like perfect timing
right,
for him.
yeah, while one kind of fades out,
Yeah,
that's great, okay. He's doing 20 hours a week,
20 hours a week.
perfect. That's awesome, okay. That is the conclusion of our agenda.
Right at the time.
Is there anything else for the good of the order? Oh, actually, I would like to make a motion that we cancel our December meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Like, it's a crazy month. I don't think that there's gonna be anything significant that we need to do.
The January meeting is like at the end of the month, right? So is there anything,
The only thing is
For
a
hoops.
logo,
Yeah,
Right,
logo?
but can we approve that like just via email or no?
No, but we could do a virtual meeting, maybe.
mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
what do we have to do to approve it? Can we approve it now? Like, what do we really have to approve?
I mean, we could approve it as,
Let's just approve.
Kind of
it.
amended.
Well, can we add that? So do we have to make a
Hmm.
motion to add that to this one? And let's just approve it. I mean, it looks good. If you make some mild tweaks, we don't need to have a meeting about.
I mean, we probably
because that's
could,
the only issue.
right, like
Yeah,
as
so let's-
amended.
The only other, like, what about programming for January or updates on hoops, like anything like that would need to be decided or moved on in December?
I don't think so, because technically we don't, like, if they're gonna run programming, like, we don't have to approve it, because like we have like the general policies and procedures and stuff in
Mhm.
place.
Mhm.
So I don't think that we need to. So like if there's stuff like programmatically that you're gonna plan and run, like some of these adult programmings for January, you don't need our approval for any of those pieces, really. I feel like the Tom Dunn basketball stuff, even with like the swearing in happening at the beginning of December, I can't imagine that will already be approved.
Right.
It's like, I feel like that could be a
Mhm.
January thing.
This one, we
It's
just,
just funny how much a year has changed things, like last November,
Oh,
we
God,
were
we were
thinking
like in
about
the
how many meetings we needed and how many
right.
things we needed
Right, we
to
were still meeting like
think
2 or
about
3
and talk
times a
about and
month.
approve and,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. It was
and how
awful.
urgent a lot of it was.
Yeah,
Wow,
Thanks,
rector
guys.
and.
yeah, for real though. Like literally at
it.
this time, we were meeting like
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a month
Yeah.
for hours
Mhm.
and hours and hours
Mhm.
and hours.
So do we need a motion to amend the agenda so we could add that? Cause we could do that, right?
Yes, we can, because it's a regular meeting.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we amend the agenda to add, logo approval.
Yep, so it's actually, it's on there, it's number 4. So we can just say a motion to approve the logo like as revised with like adding the date and centering Bethany. So you made the motion. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. That sounds great. Done. And then we don't have to make a motion to cancel the meeting for December, but I just feel like it would be nice for all of us to know that that's like one less thing on our December calendar. So I'll do the agenda and then just submit it as canceled. Apparently I have to submit an agenda and then submit that it's canceled. That's the
Mhm.
weirdest thing ever, but
That is correct. Okay.
yeah, I'm like, whatever, it's fine. And then we'll meet in January.
2026.
I know.
It will be, wow.
Wow.
It's nothing
Crazy.
too
And then
hard
at that
about it.
meeting, we'll figure out the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Well,
I think,
you
didn't
know
we
what?
schedule them out till
We have
June
to
or something?
talk about summer camp.
In January.
Well, I would like to have registration up in
Okay, I like that, girl. It's aggressive, but I like that.
Yeah, there are a
the
couple of things.
beginning of January.
Other
Alright.
camps have already opened up. Yeah,
Really?
Somebody sent me
Did you say
something.
opened? Oh, opened. They didn't open the camp, you mean registration.
Registration, yeah, for next summer.
We might
Holiday
Goes
Hills.
quick.
anyway.
So we should really talk about that.
Okay,
We should have put it
In
on this,
December.
we should have put it on this. one.
well, we could add it if you're ready to talk about it.
I mean, is
I
it
mean,
January?
we're already
good?
It's just,
here.
I mean, honestly, what we need to do is figure out how many weeks, when we wanna start and when we wanna end.
Right.
And then
Is,
we can
is
do
the
the rest,
BCS
right?
calendar out for the 26 to 27 year? Like, do we know when
Yes.
BCS would start
She
again?
Tentatively, she told us, right?
No, I think she said it's
Yeah,
out.
it's
Is it
out.
set?
It's set.
It is out, because somebody sent
Because
it
they
to
were
me the other
starting
day.
They're going later. they're
There, I don't think that they don't start till,
starting
Really?
I think it's
No,
August
no,
31st.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Labor Day is very late this year.
Oh. So they usually start the Monday before Labor Day.
So yeah, they're continuing that, but it's August 31st. August is just like the way it falls. It's a very long month this year.
Are we making a motion to add an agenda item, which
I
is summer
mean,
camp?
Potentially, it sounds like that. I mean, are you for reals?
I'm for real.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll make a
Um,
motion to add an agenda item about summer camp.
Sorry.
No
A second.
worries.
Okay. So we need somebody to make a motion, sorry.
I
I make a motion.
made it.
Okay, you made a motion. Who
Yeah.
wants to second the motion? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I got totally distracted by a text.
And then-
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So we're gonna add agenda item 10, which has just become summer camp. Okay.
As we take off our winter jackets.
Right. I was like, literally, when you were like, we should start talking about it, I was like, it's not even Thanksgiving.
Right.
But I guess that's
No,
how it
but
actually
we-
works. I mean,
yeah,
last
but
year we
she's
just put it
still
together in
not.
April and it was fine, so just thought we would do that again. It worked.
Yeah, I thought January would be good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I did, no.
but I get it. You want to get it
Yeah,
out
let's
before
get it
everybody else
rolling.
gets it out.
Alright.
So, okay. Um,
So we're just doing the dates, is that what we're figuring out now?
I think that's the most important part, right?
Okay.
So in the distant past, it was always open as soon as school let out and went until the Friday
Yeah.
right before school started again. And then last summer, didn't we do, there's a
It ran
1 week buffer or
2-week
something?
buffer.
2 week buffer?
Wasn't it 2?
in
wanna
June
say
it
it
was,
Cause they
yeah.
didn't start till July, so I thought it was like a 2-week buffer, so.
Yeah, I think that there was a buffer because we were worried about it in June, just because you.
Well, we
just
also started
Started
brand
so
new,
late.
yeah.
super late by the time we were getting it rolling, so.
Right. We did run right up until when school started.
Yes,
Yes.
that's accurate.
Yeah, that
It
is
ended on a
accurate.
Friday. so-
Because then you did some special programs the first 3 half days
Right,
to give the staff a little bit of like breathing room.
right.
Yes.
Or-
Does anybody know when school is allegedly out this year?
It's the 10th, and she said they will definitely go no later than the 12th. No matter. Snow days.
How?
How was that?
Because they take from April break first.
You need 180 days. There's 181 in the calendar. The board could vote to reduce it by 1 day.
But do they have, some districts will take from April break rather than adding to the end of the year?
Oh, maybe that's.
Yeah, but usually they go a little bit further.
I say we start the 22nd, and then if we have to, the week of the 15th to the 19th, we do some kind of specialty camps again.
Mhm.
And we could do different kinds and try to keep the cost down.
Right. Yeah.
Just for the parents that really need it.
Mhm. Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do that.
Otherwise we'll become CITs,
We'll take it.
right? The one will be good, you know. Okay, so we're talking June 22nd.
Mhm.
Yeah.
June 29th.
Yeah.
With what? No camp on Friday the 3rd?
Yes,
Then July 6th. I think I have to write these down. Um. So 6/22 to 6/26, 6/29 to 7/2.
so the 15 and 19, we're gonna do specialties, right?
Yeah, I mean, works for me.
Alright, what were the specialties you did last year?
We did, well, that last year we just did soccer, that was at the end. But that's when school started, or it was the half days, we went.
Yeah, that's what I thought, okay, that's what I
It
was
was
thinking, I
soccer?
didn't think there was anything at the beginning.
The soccer.
Yeah, soccer.
Soccer,
no,
it was a
that-
soccer
that's-
specialty
So
camp,
we'll probably do something like this, a sport thing, and then we'll do like the art thing.
right?
And some of the kids might be chopping at the bit to actually work, so.
Right. Especially because like all your college kids who are coming back are gonna have been home since like
Mhm.
Right.
mid-May.
Early May,
Right, so
yeah.
they're gonna
But
be,
we also this year wanna make sure that we have like really good like meetings and like.
right? Yep.
We have
Um,
plenty of time to like get it set,
mhm,
so we're gonna start the 26th.
mhm.
And the 3rd. So that'll be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then August.
August 24th is the last Monday. Full week,
Really
28th would be the last
stuff
day.
that we have to remember the issue with staffing. Staffing was a huge issue the last 2 weeks of camp. Huge issue.
Cause all the college kids go
And
back.
we actually had the most kids.
Well, I think because every other camp closes.
Right,
Every other camp closes, and if parents, working parents have like used sick and personal days throughout the summer, like they're out of it.
Right,
And kids are just done with any being home at all.
right.
Yeah, I think one of the huge appeals of Parks and Rec Camp is that it is more flexible for working parents, both in terms of price and in terms of availability and openness. So
Right.
I think I just advocate for it being open as much as possible throughout the summer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I do think that
I think
those
we're
are
all
the
the
2 weeks that are the hardest.
The J goes to the 14th.
Right. So that's exactly what it is, like the J, Holiday Hill, any camp that's like located in a school, they all end
2 weeks
mid-August.
before.
Because most of them also don't have like if you're located in a school, you have to end because the custodials need to clean the
Wax all the
building.
floors and,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and I didn't send my kids last year, but in previous years, I would sign them up for specialty camps that are like 2 weeks long in the middle of the summer. And I use Parks and Rec Camp for the in-between times.
right,
And the end and the beginning.
right, right, yeah,
So it does create the
so the
conundrum of
question
more
is,
kids.
what, if we do something those 2 weeks, what do we do? Because we can't do it like we do all summer long with the staff that we have,
right.
and we wanna make sure it's quality.
Mhm. How did they do it before?
And then they didn't follow
I don't think
ratios.
they- Seth-
Right,
Seth legit, Seth Dave legit said he had 40 kids by himself in the room.
Oh, wow.
that's what they did, right.
And that will not happen.
No, it's
Good.
right, it's
Yeah.
not safe. Um,
Unless we put a limit on it and then run specialty camps,
right,
like the first, we know how many, I don't know, we have to, it's hard, because how many staff last year told us, yeah, we'll be there, and then
Mm.
the
Yeah,
week
like
before, they're like,
70% of our staff.
oh, no, we can't be there last week.
What about the junior counselors, like, the high school kids, like the older high school kids? You know what I mean? I mean, they're not gonna be.
It's not enough when you have 60 or 70 kids. And
so,
most of the teachers go back, like all the pairs that work for us were all back, like we can't ask them to do it.
right,
Can you can you adjust the cap for different weeks that were more popular last year? The
Those
cap
were
of
the two
kids.
most popular
Right.
weeks,
Yeah,
right?
so could you say like the cap of kids to register for those weeks is just lower because they're higher
Yeah.
demand and harder to staff?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that and then put the specialty camps in
And just
Right.
prioritize, you know, the people who sign up for the whole
summer.
Mhm,
summer get priority on it.
mhm.
Well, I think it'll have to just be like first come, first serve, right? Like you sign up for those weeks before somebody else signs up for those weeks.
Yeah, but somebody paying for the whole thing, I mean, there could be a caveat, if somebody's paying for the whole summer, you know what I mean? I thought there was something like that in the past, like, hey, if you're paying for the whole summer, you know, it's kind of like an automatic.
Well, if
Like
you
year
signed up for the
passes.
whole summer, you were just already signed up for those weeks, which would then put you into the cap.
Mhm.
But like, you know, let's say registration opens January 2nd and I don't register until March, like I may be SOL for those weeks.
But I mean, from a,
Correct.
yeah, but from a financial standpoint, if you have somebody even like, okay, let's say registration's open to whenever, they pay for the whole summer, you also don't wanna lose that person to another camp versus the other person who only signed up for 1 week, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
but they're-
financially, it doesn't make any sense, because you would
Well,
lose
they're
the income from somebody who is gonna be there all summer. So I think they would automatically have priority, because now if whoever else they sign up now in January for 3 days or a week, well, that's great, but now you're gonna bump somebody who may have went the whole summer.
Yeah, but I think, Dave, the point is that like, there are no other camps open those weeks.
Right,
I get that, but what I'm saying is, anybody who's signing up for the whole summer should just automatically get priority. Versus somebody who signs up for 1 week, let's say you open up in January, right? And somebody signs up for 1 week, it's that week in January, and then the other person doesn't sign up till March. The people who sign up for the entire summer in March should still get priority, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
but how do you
disagree.
do that then,
Yeah.
right?
simple, you just say like, hey, like,
Yeah, but then
this
you
is
think you
what
have a
it
spot
is.
and then you get bumped in April by somebody who.
I mean, if you're
finally
paying for the whole
decides-
summer, you put a caveat that, hey, if somebody's paying for the entire summer,
I disagree.
like. it
Well, I think the
financially
whole
wouldn't make
reason
sense to
somebody
do that.
would jump on, like, on January 2nd and say, let me sign my kids up for the last week of August is because they really
I get it, that
genuinely
they need
need
it, but
that.
the other person needs it too, and if
Right,
they're
but then they
paying
should
for
But
it,
do they?
They're
If you're
paying
saying there's an
They're paying more because
incentive,
they're using it more.
they're paying more, so it wouldn't make sense for them to choose a different camp, you know what I mean? It makes no sense, so we can accommodate somebody for 1 week.
why would they choose a different camp if?
Well,
But
because
like
it
if they're on the
doesn't
Holiday
accommodate-
Hill and they need those 2
Right.
weeks.
The Holiday Hill's closed those 2 weeks.
No, so.
No,
what
he's
is
saying
that
the
he's
opposite,
saying?
though. He's saying not somebody who's going to another camp. He's saying somebody who's would be sending their kid to Parks and Rec camp for the entire summer.
If they can't get.
If
those
they
2
can't
weeks.
do the whole summer, you're thinking they'd go find a different camp where they could sign up their kid for the
Well, I'm just
whole
saying,
summer?
somebody who's paying for the entire, whatever the entirety is, right, it's like $2,000 something dollars. Versus somebody who's like, hey, I need it this week, I'm paying for 1 week.
But
For
doesn't the
person who's
registration
paying
work
so much more money,
week by week?
Yes, you pay.
Like, they
week by
could be,
week.
they could say, I wanna sign my kid up for the whole summer, but then the registration
Okay.
says the
what
last
you're
week
missing-
is
I think you
full.
guys are missing the point, like, if somebody.
Well,
is
we're talking about it,
signing-
we're trying to understand your point.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I mean, it's, if somebody signs up in March, let's say that week is now capped. You can't bump somebody who's paying for the entire summer, you know what I mean, if we're gonna put a cap on it, because now we're thinking about putting a cap. And if somebody gets in January and somebody else is paying for the whole thing, it just doesn't make sense to not have the person who's paying more money leave and go somewhere else.
I feel like you're making it
doesn't.
sound as if the person who's paying for the whole summer is like paying more per week. Like we all pay the same amount for the weeks that we need. I don't need the whole summer, right? We go away the entire month of July, so I will send my kids in June and they will come again in August. And if I decide to sign up on January 2nd, because I know I need those weeks in August and every other place is closed, I don't think that somebody who waits until March to sign up should bump my spot because they can take all whatever number of weeks it is.
Yeah, see, I do.
Because we're paying the same
I
amount.
do, but I mean, not, they're
Right.
paying more, so that's, I guess. the
But they're
question.
not,
I
because
do.
we're paying the same amount for the weeks that we use. It's
But-
not like you're paying
Actually,
$300
you're
a
probably
week and I'm paying
more. You're
$250.
paying more because last year we gave a discount to everybody.
whole
that
summer.
paid for the whole
Right.
summer.
So when are we
Actually,
gonna
I'm-
cap it by? Because that's an important thing. If we're gonna put a cap on like the critical weeks,
Well, I think
we have to
first,
figure out when we're gonna do
I
that.
think we
They
should
can get
open up first to whoever was registered last year. Right?
Mhm.
Whoever was in camp last year should get first opportunity at. the
It's
camp.
like a little bit of a head start in
Right.
registering.
Does
And
it
then
make
we can-
any sense to open up, if you could wanna buy the whole summer, maybe you give a week or a few days before you open up the weekly registration? And you could say, okay, if you wanna buy the whole summer, it's open now for 3 days. And then after that, it's weekly.
I like that.
we could do
I think
that.
you
That
only
makes more
do
sense.
that if that's a real benefit to the program.
But they pay less because you get a discount for the whole
Right, they're
summer.
gonna end up paying less, so if that's a benefit for staffing or consistency of the
Right,
student
kids.
body or whatever.
Right.
But like I said before, I think the flexibility of the program, which of course like ended up in overcrowding classrooms and not good
Right.
supervision and major problems that none of us are advocating for. But the bits of flexibility that a town-run program give to families, whether they're working or traveling or whatever, like there is a huge benefit to that that
Mhm.
shouldn't be lost, and so the more complicated you make registration,
Right,
the more you lose that. And so there are reasons to do it, like in my mind, capping would be about looking at the data from last summer. This week was very popular, this week was hard to staff, this week was fine, blah, 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 and deciding what the cap is for each of those weeks. Like, these are the tough ones, so our cap's gonna be 50. Those weeks were fine, so we'll leave the cap at 70 and hope we only get 50 or whatever. But we're not worried about those weeks, but you decide that now and not make it tied to registration. Unless you have some valid reason why the registration changes or loopholes.
That is the value
would benefit the program.
reason though, like if you already knowing in advance who's gonna be there. And committing to the whole summer is gonna be, I mean, I don't know how from a staffing standpoint, it wouldn't be a benefit.
You'd always know the number of kids.
You don't though, if you have X number of people signed up already early. Or they're committing to the whole
Wait,
summer.
earlier you're
You
saying
know for the entire summer.
Person
you
who
need
signs
those
up on
people.
January 2nd, you would know that that person is gonna be enrolled on whatever dates they signed up for.
Well, I actually like Mike's idea. I mean, I think the people who are signing up for the whole summer should have like. the
how many
early
people
thing.
do you actually think went every single week with no time off? Cause I feel like most,
Maybe 3.
right, cause most families take
I
a
paid for the
week
entire
off.
summer.
I say just leave it first come, first serve and make it
Or we
easy.
just, or we
Leave
leave
it at
it
that.
just for Bethany residents. The first week or two,
Mhm.
right?
That
I mean,
makes
that
sense
to
to
me
me, cause
makes
it's a
sense.
town-run
Right, I do
program,
think that
so.
that makes sense.
And then we open it up to non-residents, cause I think the majority of the clog, what at the end was they were non-residents.
Right, again, cause every place else is.
Right.
closed.
Just advertise that space. It's limited.
Right.
Mhm.
The
for
other
those 2
thing too
weeks.
is that like, we were also hiring much labor last year,
Cause we didn't know what we were gonna get.
right,
Which is still a question for this year, we're not sure what
right,
it'll look like.
but, I mean, like, you literally could start hiring in January.
Right.
So
But the
like,
likelihood of us getting people to stay till August,
right, will be
is-
challenging if you
it's gonna
have
be
people who are moving away to college.
Right.
So like, but if you
and
have people who are
paras and
local,
teachers, they're all gotta go back.
Right.
The week before,
Mhm.
yeah, the week of the 24th will be the week that all staff development happens.
yeah,
Mhm.
So
that's,
you'll
that
lose,
was the rough week.
right,
Yeah. And a lot of our high schoolers are now seniors this year, so they'll be going to college next year.
Right.
So
Right.
we're losing
Right.
a lot more people this year,
right,
unless we bring in more new people.
right.
Can you limit those last 2 weeks to Bethany residents only?
Mm.
Could,
Right,
I hate to turn the money away, but we also
We
have
have
to keep it
staff.
safe.
right, but I
Right.
think, right, like, so maybe
Right, you're not
start,
gonna be spending the payroll money.
right, but
Staffing
maybe
savings.
start with a cap of like whatever feels comfortable based off of like what your staff availability was like. You consider what you had available for staff last year and worked off of that as your number
Mhm.
to set the cap. And then I think like as you guys are hiring staff, then you can see who's available those weeks specifically. And then potentially you can open it up a little bit.
Because I'll also tell you, if I was a Bethany resident and got kicked out for those last 2 weeks
Right,
by an out of towner, not be happy.
right,
Yeah.
right. It should be
But I would
priority.
also probably sign up plenty of time ahead. but-
Correct,
Mhm.
right. Yeah,
Hey, you snooze, you lose.
right.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not
Well,
even
that's
you
my
snooze, you lose. I mean, sometimes
Well,
there's
that's why I
such a
look at it.
demand for it where within a couple days, it's, in the past, it would fill up very quickly.
Mhm.
So,
So I definitely think we need to open up to Bethany residents first.
Mhm.
And in the past, there was also, if they knew your name, they would put you in. And if they didn't, they might not
I mean, that might
There
be,
weren't
but either
really
way.
clear, this
still
is what
would-
we're doing for registration. So that's why I think if you complicate it, it gets more problematic.
And I don't think that we need to decide this tonight, but like maybe look at, you know, who did you have for staff last year? Just as like a predictor of how
Yeah,
many
yeah,
staff
yeah.
you could anticipate for those weeks next year.
Yeah.
The number of staff.
Well, we also are anticipating that we'll have more kids this year. Too.
Oh, yeah, I suspect that as well. Right. What is the total number of students? Children?
Total number from last year,
No, that like you think you would cap it on per week?
what do we have last summer?
70, 60,
No, I think the highest was like 58.
I think it's 60. Maybe double that,
No, I don't know.
100.
It all depends what we can do at the school. I think that's
The
gonna be a
space,
big
yeah.
component of it.
Right, which like, if you're gonna try to use spaces at the school, that's automatically gonna reduce you in August.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's gonna require you to go down to at
Yeah.
least whatever you can
Right.
fit in the annex. The
Yeah,
annex, the
that's
meeting
another-
room,
Right, and we didn't use a lot last year. We didn't use the pavilion, which we will use this year. We
right,
didn't use the back playground.
right, cause they were
which we'll
doing
use
stuff,
This year,
right.
so. And the field back there.
Did you end up using BCS last year? I thought the playground, no, you didn't use the actual school, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you couldn't use the playground either because they were doing, the
Construction.
septic,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah, so it was basically closed the whole.
Is there a time limit, like when you can register? So when cut off, right? So can I register the week before for the next week, or is it, do you have to be registered 2 weeks in advance, 3 weeks in advance?
So last year, we were very lenient on that, but I think this year, if we're getting numbers of 75 to 100 or 125 kids, I think will not be able to do that.
Right.
So. Last year, because everything was so new, we started with 30 kids the first week, and we were really
Right.
nervous, and then next thing you know, we had 60 kids.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
I think this year, it's gonna have to be a little strict.
Right, that you have to be, right,
Yeah, you have to.
because there just may not be
negotiate
space,
Yeah.
staff
right,
work.
correct.
And we're even with after school, we're talking about it right now, because, a lot of people are waiting till the last minute to register. Well, no, like even like that morning,
Oh,
and it, like, we understand like there's last minute things and you need help with that, but, you know, it's
but like we have a
hey,
whole policy about like a drop-in,
Right,
right,
Mhm.
so
and
if
that's
we
not that
can
morning.
take it, we do, and most of the times we do, but
Right.
it's just like. It's sometimes getting a little overwhelming.
Right.
Because it's like every day.
Right, and
So-
right. those
I
people
actually
need to
thought,
be
I didn't realize that, I thought you had to sign up for the week for aftercare. It is by the day?
No, no, no.
Monthly, it's supposed to be monthly.
You're supposed to sign up monthly, but you can
Pick
do
the
only
days.
2 days if you want.
Oh, that's right, I
Yeah.
thought you had to do an entire.
But
week.
if you're signed up for the program and you're in a pickle, you gotta get stuck at work
Yeah.
or something happens
Right.
and we will take the child that day. If we ask for
With advance.
24 hours
Correct,
notice.
right, and confirmation, right, not
Right.
just like send an email and then sign your
Right.
kid, in, like expect that
Right.
they're going, right?
Agreed.
Okay,
So I think the only other thing we have to talk about is price.
Mhm.
Do we wanna keep it the same as last year, which was $265 per week?
So, yeah. Yeah. 245 to 65.
What did we net last
Do
year?
you see
We
any
definitely won't go
increase
up.
in spending?
Mm,
I mean, last year you said you had some
Oh, we have to
surplus
do the-
funds,
No,
so it
budget,
wasn't.
Yeah. But we
We
have
have
to
our
do our
budget.
budget, no, we have to do our budget, so obviously,
right,
in January, we'll do our budget.
More staff. More outings, and events.
That's one thing I would like to add in, maybe is, 6th and 7th grade, some travel camps.
Mhm.
when you have outings, do you charge extra for those? Cause I feel like when my kids went, that we paid extra.
We didn't do any outings last year, but I'm assuming it would just be built into the week. We wouldn't charge any extra, right? Unless we advertise it as like a specialty week or something.
I say keep the price the same.
Hmm.
You know, and then if you wanna do these extras, and it's gonna cost more than what it was gonna be last year, you know, if we had a little bit of a buffer last year, fantastic. You know, I think bank on the fact that it will still be maybe a little bit, probably will be a buffer. But then if you want to do these specialty things, like go away, well then, for the 7th and 8th graders, well then people would have.
That
to
would
pay
be
for
a
that.
different program, yeah.
Then they would have to pay specific for that.
The basic camp would stay the same. If we did any specialties, that would have to be different.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. If you're gonna do specialties, pay for the specialties, but the regular camp should stay the same. To keep it simple.
I think, I don't remember, getting a report on how it
Yeah,
camp
we
did last year, but
We made money.
I just think
last year.
affordability is a good thing, so why up it unless we think that it didn't sustain itself last year, or there are
We made a
reasons why
profit
this year.
last year. It was like 30. I think we had,
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
it
trying
was
to
like
look back in one of the
50
old
something,
agendas.
but I think when Leslie Lee gave me her last report, it was like high 30s
30, we profited 30,000?
over, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no reason to go up this year.
I mean, I do think I remember you saying though, that because there was a buffer of leftover budget
Right, that
money,
was a huge
that there
help
wasn't
last year.
necessarily as much spent as there would need to
Right.
be in future years.
Yeah, that is true.
Are we thinking that we're gonna go into the summer though with a surplus? Like from before and after care, or are we gonna be,
I was just actually trying to figure that out yesterday.
cause like if that $30,000 surplus from last summer is holding right now, right? Like if we're,
Right.
if before and after care are also self-sustaining
Mhm.
and or turning a slight profit, then that money also covers like the things that you need to buy for summer camp this
Right.
year. Which I think like would be the ideal,
Mhm.
right? That it like constantly replenishes
Replenishes
itself,
itself.
right? Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with leaving the fees the way that they were. I think, right, like if you're gonna do something for like the older kids, having it have like a different price point makes sense. Like if they're gonna be going to like Quasi and bowling, like those things are all expensive.
Right.
And so like there would need to be an additional fee for
Yeah.
that.
And you can't expect the kids not going to pay for those things, you know, and
Right.
pencil it in for everybody else to have
Mhm.
this many kids go do something else and the rest of the kids are here, so that would, I think, have to be a specialty thing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be passed on to everybody else.
I don't know, that would definitely be
Right,
something different.
right.
But if we do some outings with the other camps, just to get them off campus, and then we can take more kids that way, like once a week, we have like, they go bowling or whatever, we may have to charge whatever, the $10
Right.
a kid or whatever it is.
Especially because I think honestly, like, it's the busing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
really.
Oh, I think that's reasonable. I think if there's
Right.
gonna be a bus, there's gonna be something taking them off and, you know, parents can pay for that and if they choose not to, or they're not there that day, then they don't pay for it.
Yeah, busing is, I think that's why we didn't take them bowling this year, because it was like almost $400 to take them to the bowling.
Right.
Wow.
It's the busing. The busing is a lot. So it's like,
But they have to pay for driver and liability and
Correct.
everything else too, so.
right, it's usually like over $100 an hour.
Right.
For the bus.
Should get my CDL.
Mhm.
I'm sure they're still operating on razor thin margins, though, as expensive as it is for us, you know, between everything, and I don't think the margins are really high.
Yeah.
For a bus company.
Is there anything
Car
else you could
insurance and
think of
gas.
that we would have to like discuss to at least get registration up? I think it's a dates and the pricing, and then the rest we can figure out later on.
Right.
Mhm.
Do we have the dates?
So are we
Keep the
going
pricing the same.
August 24th?
August 17th and the 21st, we'll put a cap on it
Cap and maybe limit to Bethany residents only.
to start, and then if it doesn't fill, we can, to non-residents.
Makes sense.
Do you do it before and after camp too, for summer camp?
Yes. Yeah. So it's 8 to 9 before camp, and 3 to 6 is after camp.
And we'll run half day AM, half day PM again.
So we didn't do half day, that's another, yeah, that is another.
We didn't get many for AM.
So the AM, we
It's like
did- really
3
did not
kids.
get many.
Okay.
3 kids a week. But what we should probably do is run something from like 11:30 to 3.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because with all the programming next door, we had to make adjustments to
Right.
everybody's pricing every week because their kids weren't going from.
So like
9:30
after
to
extended school
11:30.
year, right, gets
Mhm.
over.
So we could do something maybe 11:30 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can say they have to pay for the whole thing, because we do have to pay for people to do
Honestly,
floaters.
Do that, as my opinion, because I paid for the whole thing when my son was over the other side,
There also
and
was,
you're paying for the convenience of having it.
Right,
Right.
but
Yeah,
some
that's
kids,
true.
some people's parents are there the kids are there every day. And some parents have 3 kids.
and there was a grant that they got, which I know was specific
Yes.
to special ed, because a lot of those programs are special ed programs, and so the State Department of Special Ed, I don't know the details of it, but they
There's
provide
a
grants, so
before and
that-
after school care grant,
Which we got,
which Bethany did get, but it was not for summer programming. It was just
Yeah,
for.
But there was one that Bethany Parks and Rec Department got that was specifically about summer
Oh, in the past.
extended school year PM childcare.
Right, but I don't know if it's, I don't know if
I
there's.
don't know if it was a one-time thing, I don't
Right,
know.
I
But it was
have not
specifically so
heard-
that kids who went to extended school year in the state of
Right,
Connecticut
could go.
could have
to a camp.
afternoon childcare.
Right, I know that, because we used to get it in Watertown as well, I know that that one is done. So there was one that you guys applied for this past year and received, but that was just for before and after school care. It wasn't for summer.
Right.
I don't know that there's anything else for summer,
I'll
at least
keep
not now,
looking.
right, and I know like central office here does a lot with looking for stuff like that. But I don't know if there was one, I mean, we could ask the school,
Right,
check with the district to see.
I mean, I know we had talked about the possibility of trying to get some sponsorships to do some scholarships.
Mhm.
I don't know if we start now, maybe we can think of some ideas of raising money or getting money, so we can have a bank to
Mhm.
give some scholarships out for people, so we do charge them the whole amount, and then if they need
Right.
assistance, we give them assistance they need.
Mhm. Well, maybe that's something that like come January, when the dust settles a little bit here, we can start having conversation, because I feel like
Right.
that's gotta be,
Right, a higher power,
right. To see if that's something that like we can do.
right,
Um,
and I'll also talk to other towns when I'm at the conference.
Right.
See how they do things
Mhm.
like that.
yeah. Okay, so we're thinking, we're gonna open it for all of those dates. The first week that we're gonna be open in June will be just a mix of specialty camps. And then the CAF will be TBD a little bit, depending on like space that's available at the school.
Yeah.
For the other dates, and then we'll set a cap for August dates.
I know we were talking about 100,
You're talking about across the board, except for those last 2 dates in
Right.
August.
right,
When are you planning on opening it?
July 22nd.
No.
Registration,
Oh, registration?
first week of January,
Think we can get it together that quick?
put it up tomorrow.
I wouldn't put it tomorrow.
Doesn't have to be,
After the holidays.
Although you, I mean, like truthfully, you could just put a flyer out,
yeah,
just to like, hey, I mean, that actually, I do think that we should advertise it before it all of a sudden opens.
Right,
So that people know.
Right.
So I mean, if you could, I mean, you could edit the flyer from last year, basically.
yeah, Then do that.
right, with just the
And
new
we'll
dates,
advertise obviously first to the people that were
right,
in it last year, because I think that's only fair.
Right.
And then you can say a week or two later, registration opens for anyone else.
Mhm. Yeah,
We just really have to figure the caps for those 2 weeks,
right.
and then we can get the set.
Mhm.
And we can do that January 5th. We won't know the specialty camps, but we can make a flyer saying coming
Right,
Mhm.
soon.
right. Yeah, right, just, I think if people just know that there will be an offering that
Right,
week,
right.
that will be
I
huge,
mean, we can get maybe Babs or someone, or Mary Lou to do stuff
right,
for those weeks.
Hmm.
yeah.
Did the J do registration by, just by grade, or did they break it down by like cabin or whatever they called it?
They did by grade. That's another thing we need to think
So I'm
about.
trying to think of the rosters last year were kind of a nightmare printing them out. I wonder if you could register by group, like have each group has like 15 slots in there or whatever, and then
We register
you call
by
each
group.
group something, and then there's 3 K-1 or whatever, just so you could, when you have you're trying to give the roster to each counselor for that group, you could just be like, okay, here's your, unless there's another way to do it in my rec, which I don't think we figured it out last year.
I don't think there was, I
I
think
don't
I
think there's
asked
a
them,
way.
unless we change systems. to-
Mm.
That's
And you
something
might
to
wanna
play around
make
with.
the groups, like, depending on some of the personalities.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what they do at the J, they make the groups.
Right,
yeah.
But the problem is with my rec, you can't like put them together in a group, like separate them out.
got it, it doesn't have that capability,
So we have to print the rosters, highlight the kids, it's. Yeah,
Hmm.
right,
and now if we have the iPads, that will make it even worse.
I mean, this is all, maybe I create another group
Excel.
and I transfer them into that program, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
right, like, if
I'll
you
mess
can
around with
download it as an
yeah.
Excel and then
Just group them up.
Right.
Yeah,
cut and paste them into something else. Or maybe next week you're gonna hear about some great software that's out there
Yeah, we
that
are.
other people
I
are
know we're
using.
gonna- we're gonna
Yeah,
find some great
right.
software.
Okay,
Or you're taking that class with my rec, maybe they'll teach you something.
I'll write that down as a question.
right, or you could say to them, hey, like, this is a feature we really need, like, you guys should add this, and see if
Like
they.
by June 22nd.
Right, exactly. Please, and thank you. Okay, all right, so we've got the dates, we've got the times, we've agreed to the fee remaining the same as last year. Anything else with regard to that we need to make a decision on now?
I don't think so.
Okay. So we said 265 a week.
Mhm.
What was non-residents, $10-20 more
Yeah,
at 285?
and we'll just go with the same discount we went with last year.
Yeah, I was
If
just gonna ask about
if they went for the 8 weeks,
Mhm,
Was there a sibling discount or no?
mhm,
there was a
Yeah.
sibling discount last year.
mhm. I don't think so. There was?
Mhm.
There was. I thought we did, I
I
thought,
thought there was, but it was like 1. It wasn't like, okay, now
I
there's
can't
3.
remember if any of
It
the
didn't keep
summer
going
stuff,
down. I thought
yeah.
it was like a flat rate.
It was,
well, maybe it's for
Yes.
before and after that is not.
we do not have it for
Right.
before and after, we
So
just
maybe
had
it
it for
was for summer,
camp.
but not,
Yeah.
right,
But
But it was
I think
one
It was
sitting.
just a
it was
flat
like
rate, it
one
was a
flat
flat
rate.
rate.
It wasn't,
correct.
it
Like
wasn't like going down. for
multi-
kids,
Right, it
like-
wasn't like 10% for one sibling, 20% for
Yeah.
another, which
Right.
it was what it was in the past,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yes,
Paid
Some
half as
more,
much for my
yeah.
third kid as
Right.
for my first.
right. That was fine, because they were in the really big group, so they got half as much
Probably.
care, right? That's fine. Okay, do we remember what the discount
I wanna
was
say it was.
for the full summer?
Was it 15%? Oh,
I
for
don't
the full
remember.
summer, I don't
I
remember.
don't either,
I thought it was 10%.
That's what I thought too.
yeah,
Might have
I don't know
been
why I
something.
can't,
I think we stayed with what it always was. I think in the
Yeah.
past it was 10.
10%.
I think the sibling discount was 15.
think I'd be able to find it like in all of the documents.
Probably.
Okay, so we're all comfortable with that? Okay, so then we need a motion to approve the schedule for summer camp. With the fees of $265 a week for residents and $285 a week for non-residents, a 10% discount for the whole summer and a 15% sibling discount, regardless of how many siblings. 8 to 9 before care, 8 to 3 camp, 3 to 6 after care.
So moved.
And we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes unanimously.
Tracy seconded that?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Squeaked it out over here.
Okay. So now can we cancel our December meeting?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
No,
I'd rather,
but right, we want to get
Have
it
it
out
done.
sooner than later.
Yeah.
Yes, in my head, it just feels so far. But it will be here before we know it, which is wild and crazy. Okay. Cool beans. Well, and like I said, then the good thing is you guys can start hiring.
Mhm.
Like when all these college kids come home for their winter break and they want to work.
Right.
Sign them up for summer. Lock them in now,
Make him sign a contract.
for real,
Yeah.
like,
The last 2 weeks ago.
right. I mean, I know there were some who like worked in the, like, literally like left the next day for college, which is wild, but they did it. So, okay. Delightful. All right, it is 8:11. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is adjourned. Our meeting is adjourned. And we're done. Right, you're like, I just need to figure out how to turn it off.